Welcome to Tokyo Alpha, the show where we talk about what's going on in the Japanese NFT market and sometimes like kind of Japan-inspired stuff too. My name is Tony, and I host the Japanese language podcast NFT Nippon, number one on Apple Podcast Japan. Woo! The tech category, But yeah, I've been monitoring the Japanese market for over a year, and I am joined by my co-host, the co-founder of the Japanese Alpha community, Spam DAO. His name is Crypto.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, awesome. So Crypto, every week you are somewhere else. Where are you this week?
I'm still in Tokyo, but I do plan to go to Kyoto tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that was why we had to change to Monday because you were traveling tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be attending Mr. Amano's exhibit in Kyoto
Oh,
and
nice.
meet the team. Uh, do you know this project called Candy Girl?
Yeah, I remember. We talked about it a little bit, but it's an old IP that Mr. Amano, Yoshitaka Amano, for anybody that's listening for the first time, one of the artists of Final Fantasy, most famous Final Fantasy. But yeah, Candy Girl is an old IP he worked on. I'm not sure if it's his original. I'm not sure on the details, but that was going to. They did an NFT project on Astar chain, right?
Right,
Hmm.
and they're gonna be releasing the NFT probably in December,
Okay,
and I'm gonna meet the team in Kyoto to see
nice.
what happens with the project I'm working with.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm excited.
Nice. Yeah. So for anybody that has not listened to our previous episodes, there's a project called Zeal Chain. It's on Twitter. It is at ZIEL Chain, CHAIN. The art is by Yoshitaka Amano, and Crypto is part of the team, and he's been working on that for uh, many weeks now, maybe like 2 months or something like that. It's been a little while.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's been a while.
yeah. So they launched the Twitter just like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
Hmm.
ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Hmm.
And you guys are teasing out information little by little.
Yep. Growing the community organically.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best thing. That's the best thing. I mean, yeah, that you don't want to just jump into all the like hype and shilling, right away. You want to build some organic interest. So
Hmm.
for anybody interested in that, again, that's at Zeal Chain. I'm looking forward to that, but still a little bit mysterious. I don't know all the details, but little by little. So,
Yep.
and then, and there's going to be an event where but you already got to meet Yoshitaka Amano the other day, right?
I did. It was
Oh,
really exciting.
was that like an event or like a private meeting?
Well, we went to take the video of him drawing pictures and stuff
Ah,
for our project. So it was really exciting.
nice. Okay, cool. And then there will be an event in Kyoto, and that's what you're going to be traveling.
Yeah, I'm gonna be meeting Miss Amano and the Candy Girls team and
Yeah.
do some meeting. Not so excited, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Right. That's work.
And that's work. Yeah, that's really work.
Yeah. But hey, that's awesome, man. That's awesome that you get to meet, like one of the most famous like Japanese artists of modern times. Pop culture, video games, all that. You get to work with him. I mean, not you don't see him every day, but you're getting to meet him twice already, so that's pretty cool.
Yep. And
Yeah.
sooner or later he's gonna be on Twitter with us.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yep.
great. That's great. I'm looking forward to that. So keep an eye out on that, guys. And of course, I will keep asking crypto about all the latest updates with that because I'm just personally curious. So.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. What's been okay? So have you bought anything lately, crypto? Or have you been too busy?
I haven't bought anything this week again.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yep.
I know you're super busy. Uh,
Mm.
so I can briefly say what I bought. I haven't been buying a lot, but I bought Astar prints.
Hmm.
Astar Prince? I'm not even sure how you say it. Astar Prince がね。
うん。
So it's Astar and then Prince. And this is a project by Soudan NFT, Soudan NFT. This is one of Japan's most well-known NFT groups. It's led by Hayachi, Hayatpi. He's a builder in the space, and Soudan launched Love Addicted Girls, which was basically like the first kind of PFP style collection to come out of Japan, and that was back in February. And I guess Astar Print is their second collection.
I would
They're
say
like
so, yeah.
they're yeah, like they're like Love Addicted Girls, like second collection, like their sister collection.
Mm.
Um, and I didn't even know about this because like honestly, I'm busy with a bunch of stuff, so I'm not keeping track of like what's minting every single weekend. But this minted out like last weekend, and somebody in one of the Discords I'm in said, "Hey Tony, what do you think about Astor Prince?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let me look it up." Oh,
Mm.
it's sold on NFT. The price is low. Okay, I'll buy three. So, yeah, so it minted out for 0.005, and I bought in at an average of like 0.15 ish, 155, 15. So not horrible. Um, and it's gone up to 0.03. I don't know exactly what it is right now, but it's still close to 0.03 last I checked.
Mm.
Um, it's pre-reveal, so maybe it goes down. I don't know, but I mean, it's sold on NFT. What we've seen with like Love Addicted Girls is that it kind of went up very slowly, very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. Now it's over zero point 0.1,
Wow.
and it's
Mm.
been it's been very steady. So people haven't been like panic selling that. So I think Astor Prince could go a little higher in the long term. I mean, I don't think Sodan is gonna like panic and just give up on this. So, um, do you know anything specific about this?
No, I did meet Hayachi a couple of days ago though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy, and he told me, what he's working on and stuff.
Hmm? Nice.
Yeah, basically, yeah, he told me Little Alpha,
Hmm.
what he's building. Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
be building the BCG, whatever it's called, the
Blockchain
game.
game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, BCG on the what Oasis chain.
Oh, is that a Japanese chain?
I would say so. Like it's like specialized and it's like made for gaming.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
like when you play, no gas fee for like anything, basically.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, and he's gonna be building it with Ikehaya, the legend.
Whoa. Okay. That's a big deal.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know, slide me some whitelist. And he's like, no, Ikehaya got the hold of everything.
That's how it is, man. If you don't play with Ikehaya, like, yeah. Wow. So, but do you know, or can you say if this will be related to the existing, like, to Love Addicted Girls and now After Prince?
No, it's not related. Like it's like a brand
Okay.
new project, basically.
Okay. Gotcha. So it's a new project under Sodan NFT, but it has a link to Ikehaya.
No, it's not under Sodan. It's just Hayachi's his own project.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't. All right, that's interesting.
I mean, he's everywhere. He's involved like probably 20 projects
Yeah,
and wrote the contract for every project. Right?
yeah. I mean, yeah, like Kabuki Tokyo, the Cardano project. I don't know if he wrote the contract, but I mean,
No,
he's
he didn't write
uh,
the contract. He just
okay.
the advisor kind of deal.
Yeah, he's an advisor. So I mean, but his name is all over the place because he's one of the most well-known people in the state. So people want to work with him. Um,
100%.
yeah, and he's been very successful too. So it makes absolute sense.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, like I don't really know too much about Astor Prince. I just read really quickly on it, and it seems like they're trying to develop the IP and create like merchandise and things like that in the long term. I have no idea what will happen. All I know is that Sodan NFT has been around. Basically, it's one of the longest running groups. It's been successful, and they have a lot of influence in the space. So I have three, and I'm not selling yet. We'll just see what happens.
Hmm. Very
Um,
nice.
yeah. And then just for anybody curious, I still have my 10 owl pandas. So.
Damn. What's the floor price today? What's the floor price?
Oh my god, it's like 1.2 or something. Uh,
1.2. And what's the price for the Ethereum?
oh, it went down. It was like 1,100 this morning.
God
Uh,
damn. Oh
yeah.
man.
It's going down, but like so, I was talking to crypto about this like yesterday, but so what I'm seeing in Owl Panda is it's mainly the foreign buyers that they keep listing lower and lower and lower and lower because they want to move it, they want to get rid of it, and so they
They
keep
want the
like
liquidity.
yeah, and I get it, I understand because they're seeing ETH go down and they're in profit, so they want to get out, and that makes
Yeah,
total
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That's
Hmm.
logical. I mean, it's like it's a smart move in a way, but they're kind of undercutting each other, and like if you look at the floor is really not that thick. It really starts climbing very quickly. There's not that many
Hmm.
listings, and the Japanese community, for the most part, like they're not listing. Like it's still 1%,
Hmm.
and then like I was seeing one whale like from I don't know like 4 or 5 days. Like they've been buying like owl pandas like every day almost. They keep selling. They keep sending like low WEET offers like
Hmm.
for under floor like point 0.3, point 0.2, point 0.4 under floor, and they keep buying. And I think they got up to like 40,
Hmm.
and I think they minted 20, and now they're at 40. This person has some kind of publishing company. Like I was looking at their Twitter, it's a Japanese person. Supposedly they have a Bored Ape as well. Um, so it's a person with a lot of money.
Hmm.
I'm like today. I saw this morning. I saw a tweet that they made, and they said, "Oh, I finally got the Exa Panda role in the Discord, and I think
Hmm.
that's for people that have 40 pandas."
Hmm.
So I guess this person was trying to get that role for 40 fans. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know, but also if they have a Bored Ape and they have a company, they didn't say what the name of the company is, but it sounds like they must have an ass load of money. So maybe
Hmm.
buying 20 pandas for them is like buying one panda for me. Like
Hmm.
so my point is like I mean I don't know what can happen because he could keep going down and then we start to get weak hands at the Japanese side and then the floor goes down. Blah, blah. That could absolutely happen, but I'm still seeing strength in the Japanese side, and it seems like people are really supporting the project. So I will hold a little bit longer and I will see what happens. But I am trying to sell my Devil Kitty, which is the
Hmm.
Genesis collection of Aomino. Um, like I saw a sale like maybe 4 days ago for like 7 ETH, I think. So if I
Damn.
can get even like 60, minus 10% fee and all that, like hey, that's a big win right now. So um, like I love the project and I love what that's doing, but 60 is a lot of money, and right now we got to take some risk off the table, right? So
Hmm. Yes, for
uh,
sure. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I would have sold the Alpine half, at least half of it a week ago.
yeah. I mean, we'll see. Maybe that was the right move. But like I am still absolutely totally in profit. So I'm not losing money yet, but I could have made more money perhaps. We'll see what happens in 1 week, 2 weeks. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
the East gonna go down a little bit, bro.
Probably, if I had to say, I would say yes. It's probably going to go down. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm
Yeah.
curious though, because what I've seen in really strong Japanese projects like Neo Tokyo Punks or probably Crypto Ninja as well, like the price keeps adjusting based on the like fiat value. So usually, once it goes down, the strong buyers come in, and it brings the ETH price back up because they're kind of adjusting based on the yen value or the dollar value. So maybe that happens in Alabama. And if that does happen, then the ETH would go up, even though like I'm not like actually making more dollars, but
Hmm.
we'll see. We'll see. Like all I'm saying is I've seen that happen before, especially in like Neo Tokyo Punks and like some of these really strong community projects. Um, the new buyers wait and then they just buy in, I guess, with fiat, and so it's like it seems cheaper because ETH went down. But yeah, and then I'm trying to sell one of my cameo because I'm in profits on that too, and that'll cover all the cost of the cameos that I have plus the Astar print. So might as well sell one.
Oh, what's the
Um,
floor price for Camille? Like
it's
0.05?
around 0.06 or 0.059 last I checked.
Oh,
So
very nice, very nice. We're gonna do
yeah, it's
giveaway from Spam Down.
oh
We're gonna
nice. Yeah,
actually
it's
give it away.
nice. It's been doing very well. It's holding pretty strong.
Nice.
And still 2% listing. So yeah, the whales are not panicking, I guess. Yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing lately in terms of the market. I do want to give one quick update here for Neo Tokyo Punks and Meta Samurai, which we talked about last week. Both have their floor price has gone up since the last time we were talking about them. So Neo Tokyo Punks, I was talking about them when they were at 0.59. Now they're at 0.71.
Wow.
And the interesting thing about Neo Tokyo Punks is that most people buy uh, NTPs that are much higher than the floor. Like the floor ones sell kind of infrequently, but the ones that are like 0.8, 0.9, 1 ETH or more, they tend to sell regularly, like every day. So my theory is that people are really buying the ones that they really, really like, not just because it's the cheap one. So, I mean, generally that's a good sign. Of course, anything can happen, but generally that's a pretty good sign because like the overall average price is quite high. People are not undercutting each other, and people are buying like expensive ones, even though there's much cheaper ones at the floor. And then the floor goes up just little by little, little by little, little by little. So their second collection is coming soon. So of course that probably is motivation as well. Um, and then Meta Samurai we talked about last week. They also have a collection coming up, and their floor went up a little bit, 0.34. But that one also, it's like super stable, and it seems like the floor just goes up little by little, and people are not undercutting each other at all. They're just holding strong. And then one more. I've been seeing a lot of people, relatively speaking, in Japan buying Clone X's in the past like 2-3 weeks. Like maybe 3 times a week, I see somebody. I bought a Clone X.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
people
it's
love
it's
Clone
cheaper.
X in
I mean,
Japan. It's a lot,
yeah, well,
a lot cheaper, and it's a lot affordable, and people are shilling on the Twitter like
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, the Clone X lovers really love their Clone X, and of course, I mean, they're spending like $10,000, so they're gonna shill their Clone X's. But uh, I mean, there's not enough people in Japan buying Clone X's to hold up the floor, but overall, Clone X is doing very well given the current market. Their floor actually kind of went up in ETH value lately. I think there's some airdrop or something coming, something about an egg or something. I don't know all the details, but um,
yeah.
so but
Speaking of
yeah,
the Clone X,
yeah.
there's somebody in the audience with the Clone X profile is like requesting to speak.
Oh, cool. If you have some details and you can tell us what's up with Clone X, so happy to have you. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I've talked to her a couple times. She's a cool person involved with the Clone X community. Yeah, I mean if you can add some context, happy to have you up. I'll add you as a speaker. Shakina.
But sure though.
Oh,
I'll
oh yeah.
no. So yeah, no. I mean, essentially, there's something like they're gonna do like a companion project. Kind of. I think it's similar, somewhat similar, or the clone version of like the Kennel Club, like the Board Apes type
Gotcha.
thing. So
Okay.
it's gonna come in the form of an egg. Looks like it's probably gonna be some type of like Pokemon, like looking creatures.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So the hope is that the egg drop is this week. Or soon, whatever
Gotcha.
soon means, but hopefully this week. And
Yeah.
so the speculation is like we don't know, is it like one per clone? Is it multiple, like per clone? Like that question hasn't
Sure.
been answered. And then they said in January, so I'll say Q1, they're gonna like,
Gotcha.
I guess maybe they'll hatch. So that's what that is.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you for the
No
info.
problem. But my question, I wanted to know what your thoughts were on the Junji Ito, the the
Oh,
Tomie, because what stands out to me is like this is a like a notable like manga artist in Japan that's doing an NFT, and I think that's major because I haven't seen anyone else in that industry doing this. So I just want to get your thoughts on that.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna bring that up actually. So perfect, perfect. Yeah, we can segue into that. So yeah, so for anybody that didn't notice, I think it was maybe last Friday. So there's an NFT collection called Tomie by Junji Ito, and of course Junji Ito is a very well-known manga artist. He's well known for his horror. Basically he's a horror genre manga artist. Super super well known. And the project launched. It's 2,222. It's still pre-reveal. The floor is I think last I checked slightly over zero point 0.1. I'm not sure what the mint price was, but it's probably quite a bit lower than zero point 0.1. It's usually not like ridiculously expensive. And I haven't seen the actual artwork because it's still pre-reveal, but it seems like from what I read, the artwork is like they took pages or panels from his manga Tomie and somehow rearranged them into a generative project. I think I might be slightly wrong on that, but that's more or less what I got out of the description on the website. And Tomie is a well-known manga, and this is I don't know if it's like a collab with Netflix in some way, but it is apparently it has been released to commemorate or to coincide with a show that is coming out on Netflix based on Junji Ito's work. Uh, so, I mean, I have not read Junji Ito stuff, but I know he's super respected, and it's one of the things like I need to get into that because I know a lot of people love it, and I'm sure I would enjoy it. But so as you said, this is one of the most well-known like manga artists, especially among like even outside of Japan, right? Like he's super super well-known. This is super cool. I don't know. Can you think of another uh, Crypto, can you think of another well-known manga artist releasing a project kind of like this? Like the only person I can kind of think of is Saito Naoki, but he's not a manga artist, but he did do like art for Pokemon cards, and he's very well known. And he did the project Megami. Um, can you think of anybody else?
Mm, there's a lot of artists for animation is coming out with the NFTs.
Uh huh.
Like Captain Tsubasa's
Oh
artist
yeah,
is
yeah.
coming out with his own NFT.
Oh, an original one.
Uh, Actually, a lot of companies like holding the IP for this animation. So I don't think the original author is like involved in any of those projects.
Oh, okay, okay. Is this the Tsubasa Rivals one?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. So yeah, Captain Tsubasa Rivals. That is I mean I think Spam DAO members get one of those, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not the members, the pass holders.
That pass holders get one of those. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
For free. Yeah.
Right, right. So but that's interesting because that's the company that has the right to that releasing that. That's not the actual manga artist himself, right? You know?
Hmm?
Oh, so this Captain Tsubasa project, just for example, like this one is the company. I don't know what company owns the rights to Captain Tsubasa, but I guess that's the company rather than the manga artist saying I'm going to do this project and then they kind of do it by themselves. That's it's not like that, right?
Yes.
It's probably the company doing it.
Yeah. Basically, three different companies like launching the NFT project for Captain Tsubasa at the same
Oh,
time. So it's gonna be
geez.
a crazy shit.
Oh my God! So the licensing is all over the place on that. They have different, probably like I don't know, different versions of the licensing or something like that. Okay.
Hmm, hmm.
That's interesting. Yeah, but like for example, we last week we talked about the company that does Meta Samurai also does these digital like I guess they're wearable but like sneakers. And one of the
Mm.
collabs that they did was with Baki the Grappler, which is
Yep.
another very well known manga and anime.
Yep.
So their sneakers had I guess Baki on them, and that was pretty cool. They also did a collab with Lupin Third. Um, I think no, that was Kawaii Meta Collage maybe, or no, somebody did a collab with Lupin the Third. I'm not sure if it was Meta Samurai.
Oh, it's Meta Samurai. Yep.
It's okay. It's Meta Samurai. Got it. Okay. So we are seeing big companies get involved in some way or another. I'm just having trouble thinking of like a manga artist themselves kind of going solo and doing their own thing with an original IP. I guess, well, Tomie is not original, and I'm not sure exactly how this whole Tomie thing came about with Junji Ito, but yeah, in terms of just like a pure manga artist, this is a little bit unique. And then there's another interesting aspect to this where I don't know when the airdrop is going to happen, but there is an airdrop for Tomie. So if you're a holder, you will get a second one, which is called Tomie Regenerated, something like that. And you can quote unquote kill the NFT. It's just burning basically, but you can kill that NFT, and then I guess you get another one, and it comes back as like a skull and like bones, but then it slowly regenerates into like a pretty girl or something like that. So I mean, that's cool. That's different. At least they're trying something like different. It's not just like here's a bunch of art done. Like at least they're trying something fun. I mean, I'm totally down with that. Something creative, right?
I have a question. Do you like? I agree with you. Do you know who the company is behind it? Because I'd love to know, like who thought of that, or who wanted to do something innovative and just not put out just a standard just like NFT.
Yeah, that is a good question. I was looking at the website and I can't think off the top of my head, like if there was a company name there. So, but if you look on the Twitter, there's a website there. So hopefully they have the name of the company there. I'd have to check later.
Yeah, I'd say not really. I mean, I would be shocked if it was an American, because whoever's tweeting, that's not an American tweeting.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
So to me, that's usually a bullish sign. It's like, oh, the Japanese people are involved in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's like perfect English, I go like, is this really a Japanese project?
Agreed. I'd rather for it to be. I'd rather it be authentic. But no, I'm excited about it. But no, you explained it like I would say perfectly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because initially I thought like it told me it was gonna be like the anime, and it's not. Like I said, the anime is gonna be Maniac. So it's something new. Yeah, and so it told me it's just to kind of promote it, but I still think it's like historic that you have this, like Japanese artists like making this first NFT. I love that, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I mean, I think it's a fun promotional thing too. I would say I'm not going to buy at this point just because it's like the floor's gone up already and like it's gone. But if I had whitelist, I would have happily minted. The like something kind of comparable that I can think of is early this year or maybe late last year. Tezuka Production, the company that handles Osamu Tezuka stuff, they put out generatives using Osamu Tezuka's artwork for Blackjack and Phoenix and Astro Boy, and all that stuff sold out. The floor really varies. So I think like Phoenix stuff is usually the least popular, and then Blackjack is usually a little bit more expensive, and then Astro Boy is the most expensive because I guess most people know Astro Boy the most. But they were super early in all this, relatively speaking. Like they did that before Japan really started pumping out the generative projects that we're seeing on a weekly basis now. So and I actually got to interview them like last December, and they were taught like yeah. If you look at NFT Nippon, like I talked to one of the top guys who was working on this. Like this guy, I can't remember his name, but he worked with Osamu Tezuka, so he's an older guy. But he was telling me how they've been looking into blockchain since like 2017 or 2018, like to deal with like copyright stuff. But they've been doing a lot of research into this, so it's something they're aware of, and they want to keep expanding this and keep trying to find innovative ways to keep spreading kind of like Osamu Tezuka's legacy, and maybe helping out other companies onboard them in some way. I don't know exactly what they've done since then. But it was really interesting to know that they had already been working in some way or another with blockchain stuff for 3 years. Like that. So There you go. I mean, I'm sure this kind of stuff is gonna just keep coming because it's a fun thing for fans. And it's like why not? In Japan, I've said this many times, but I think there's a lot less negativity towards NFTs as well. And so for the companies, it's usually a win-win, right? It's like it's a collectible they can get out. It's a way to promote the thing, and you get some news articles. And if it does super super well, then maybe they make some good money too. So there you go. So yeah, and like it's something that goes global too, right? It's like you don't have to special order this from Japan. It's like anybody can participate in this. So that's another fun aspect, I think. So yeah, that was Tomie. That was kind of the main thing that was doing all the volume in Japan. Like we were getting like it was like the number one in volume for the past few days, I think. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, there were other projects, but nothing that really like popped off too crazy. Let's see. How are we on time? Yeah, we still got a little bit of time. So okay. So we can talk about stuff that is coming up, unless you want to mention anything else, Crypto.
Mm. So when you did the interview with the Atomu,
Yeah, with Osamu Tezuka guy. Yeah, like I don't remember his name, but yeah.
yeah, did you talk about the utility and all that?
For the Osamu Tezuka thing, yeah, there was, as far as I know, there's no utility. There's nothing. It's just the art,
Right.
and that's that.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember seeing it on the OpenSea, and when it launched, the Gary V pumped it really hard, and
Oh,
the floor price was really volatile. Like it went from 0.2 to 1 ETH and went down to 0.5, and it was so hard to ride that wave.
wow. Okay, yeah, I
And
missed
I
the first one, but
mm,
then I tried to buy the other ones, the second and third wave of the Blackjack and Phoenix, but that thing sold out immediately. It was like a total like you had to like be the fastest to be clicking. It didn't work. Like the website just it didn't let me even connect. It was crazy. Like I couldn't mint anything, but. Yeah, I mean the floor has gone down, so I guess it was okay that I didn't mint.
yeah,
But I mean, it's cool
I
though.
kind of met the team. I kind of met the
Uh-huh,
team at
uh-huh.
the event. They're from Shueisha, right? Basically.
Was it? I'm not sure. I just talked to the main Tezuka people.
Yeah, they were advertising like their new project. I think it's related to Captain Tsubasa.
Oh,
Yep. And and they're like, oh, in the past we worked on this project, and I'm like, what? You made this? Like, there's no
is that like
utility
a
to this
double
one.
jump?
I'm
Double
not
jump?
sure.
Okay,
I'm not sure who that is.
okay. Yeah, because there is a company called Double Jump. I think they're called Double Jump, and they teamed up with the Tezuka people. I don't know if anybody else was involved, but I think they developed blockchain games. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they're working on right now.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have that. It's just, when you introduce the trading element, you always got to be careful because you don't want to buy the top, right?
I mean, like, there's no reason for me to hold that project. I
Yeah,
was like asking them, why should I buy this?
yeah.
They couldn't answer. Like,
It's really tough because like it was a lot and it was a really hot point in the market. So, when somebody like Gary Vee would tweet about it, it would explode. But I mean, really, it's the kind of thing that I would buy. Like, if I really, really love Osamu Tezuka and I just want to have it in my wallet, it's like just wait, just wait until
yeah,
it calms down because
like
it's
honestly,
probably
quite
gonna go
honestly,
down. Yeah,
anybody with the IP right could
yeah.
release that project, and they could just forget about community, forget about utility, forget
Oh
about
yeah, yeah.
advertising, and
Well,
like
there
it's
was
just
never
dead
any like
project.
Discord in the for that Osamu Tezuka thing.
Yeah, I just don't see any points in like buying into those projects.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, you know, I like small size collections because at least like there's the more collectible aspect to it. But
Hmm.
yeah, like there was, like I said, three waves of those Osamu Tezuka ones. So it was a lot of stuff. And but anyway, it is what it is, right? But what I like is that at least they've been in the space for a long time and they're trying to find a way to, like take this old IP and do something fun with it. I mean, we'll see what happens next. Hopefully they do something more. But for
They're
now,
not
we
building
don't.
the IP, they just living off of their legend,
That is, yeah. I mean, that's yeah, yeah. I can't say no to that. Yes.
Yeah, and they can't say, oh, in the past we worked on this, so this project's gonna be amazing. Oh fuck no, you guys suck. That's what I told them straight up. They
Oh man,
hated me for
crypto,
saying that.
crypto doesn't hold back. Are you Japanese, crypto?
I spent enough time in the US and
Oh
yeah,
man, right now I feel more Japanese than crypto.
and I was drunk too, like I was really faded.
Oh man. Hey, but you know what? Look, what I'll say is this: you do need honesty. That's absolutely true. And if you just get a bunch of people, it's like, yeah, yeah, just keep putting out NFTs. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Like, I mean, yeah, it'll probably sell, but then eventually people will get fed up, and they'll go like, is that all you're gonna do? Like, are you gonna do something more? And that happens, and
Yeah,
that's not good. So, I mean,
100%. We don't
yeah,
want to pay for JPEG.
yeah,
What they're
yeah,
doing is just selling JPEG for higher price. That's what they're
yeah,
doing.
yeah. So, I mean, it's important to keep that in mind as well. Like, I mean, this didn't happen. I mean, I think this happened less in Japan, but in the global market, when the market was crazy, it's like, we just got to put out something, put out anything because it's going to sell. We got to make the money. And
Mm.
if that's how Japan starts thinking about it too, that's not good for the overall market. So, if they have something good and something interesting, something different, then totally go for it. But if it's just project after project after project, that's not good for the overall market. Um, all right, so let's mention a few things coming up. So this weekend we have two big projects. We already talked about them previously. There's Edo One, that's EDO One, number one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This has been getting a lot of attention. First in Japan, we talked about it before the foreign people were talking about it. Before like anybody was asking me about it, we were talking about it. But it was like there
Yeah.
was nothing to talk about because we didn't know what the heck it was about.
Yeah.
But we knew that Japanese people were really into it. They were like drawing fan art stuff. So I don't know. But then
Mm.
now the global traders are like, asking me about it, and I still don't know what the heck this project is about.
Yeah. Well,
have you heard
it's getting.
anything about this?
Well, I've been talking to the founder and
Yeah.
because the guy from Neo Tokyo is asking me to connect them with the other one so they can
Yeah.
distribute the whitelist to their community, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
that's all I know. Like I just connected. Sorry, I just
yeah,
connected Neo Tokyo and the other one,
right.
and they're gonna be distributing whitelists and they're gonna be featured in their community. So it's gonna blow up in the US as well, I guess.
Oh, Neo Tokyo Citizen, not Neo Tokyo Punk.
No, Citizen.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna blow up. I mean, Alex Becker and Elio Trades. I mean, they're gonna. Yeah, of course, that's gonna blow up. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be kind of scary to trade. That thing could pump like crazy, but then it could, have a massive dump.
Yeah, I think so. The first
Yeah.
couple of days is gonna be good, and after that, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. That. I mean, geez, I hope Japanese people don't lose money on that because that's not good for the space. But
Oh, it's
I
a
mean,
learning lesson.
it is. They
Learning
do
experience.
need to learn because right now in Japan, it's like if we hold, it will go up. And yes, that's the way it's been for a lot of projects. But there's a limit. There's a limit, and if you don't learn lessons,
Yeah.
yeah, it can be scary. Yeah, we learned our lessons, Crypto and I, like last year.
I'm still learning. I'm still holding Journey.
I sold those Journey Crypto. I sold those already. I sold those like 6 months ago. Yeah, but I lost a bunch of money on that one, for example. Yeah, like right now, like I still have 2 of the littles. Oh my god, I can't even sell those. Like nobody's buying.
Littles? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the littles. People just ain't buying that, and I bought in kind of high on those. So,
I mean, I had such a high hopes on the littles. They were like,
me too.
like collabing with the Kaiju Kings and the Cyber Kongs and all that. I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be next blue chip. Next thing you know,
I mean, that's what people were saying. Yeah, but
like they launched and the founder had the baby or something, and
yeah,
priority change and stop building shit. So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
Like
gonna sell this shit.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I had like 5 or 6 at one point, and I sold,
Damn.
like 3 of them, like much higher. I still have 2 right now, but it's a big loss, so I'm gonna sell those to get the tax loss.
Are you claiming the tax loss on those?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm claiming all my losses for my NFTs, man.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
I,
Otherwise,
I
I'd be
tried
screwed.
I tried to claim it like one time I got my wallet got hacked and got everything stolen.
Oh man.
So I tried to claim it and I talked to the tax accountant and he said it cannot be claimed.
Okay. Yeah. I know loss,
Yeah.
as in like when you get stolen, that might be a little
Mm.
complicated, and it may depend.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah. So.
if you bought and sell and you actually like sold for less, that should be okay.
Mm.
We're not
But
accountants, people. If you're listening, we're not accountants. Talk to your accountant.
yeah, talk to them. We're not professionals.
Yeah. Like if I go to jail, that's on me. You should not go to jail because I go to jail.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, it should be okay. It's like if you're trading an asset, and it's yeah, I think it should be okay. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. Uh, anyway, so what were we? Oh yeah, the littles. I'm stuck with that trying to sell those last 2. But anyway, yeah, 801, and then Stackey. We talked about that one too. That one's on the 26th in Japan time. That one,
Mm.
one of the co-founders is Oni-chan, who is one of the biggest. I think he's the biggest daily Japanese NFT space host. Everybody
I
in
would
this.
say he is most active, not the biggest, but he is most active.
Well, yeah,
There's
he's
a
the biggest for spaces alone. Like people know him for his spaces. Like Ikehaya does spaces sometimes, and other people do spaces sometimes. But Oni-chan,
mm,
like, space is his thing. Like that's what he does, like
yeah.
every single day.
I mean that's his thing. He's
Yeah,
really active, but if you look at the audience, you don't see thousands of people listening to
that's
him.
true. But that's
So
because he does it
is
like every single
he's
day.
not the
Like it's like
biggest. He is the
yeah.
most active. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But like, I would say that 90% of the people in the Japanese NFT space probably know who Oni-chan is.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know how this project is going to perform. All I can say is that he's a very well-known person in the space. People like him. He's
Well,
trusted.
yeah. I mean, the Only Chance has launched like 3 projects in the past, and nothing
Yes,
flew.
yes,
But
absolutely. That's a good point.
he is teamed up with one of the really nice guy from the US. I mean, he's from Japan, but he lives in the US. And I listened to his AMA, and it's gonna be interesting. Like I think I'm gonna watch the floor and try to jump in when it's low enough for me.
Yeah. Kosuke, right? Is that Kosuke?
Yeah, I Kosei or something like that.
Kosuke. Sorry, yeah, one of those. But yeah, him and Oni-chan started a community called Start JPN, and my understanding, I think it's Kose, it might be Kose, but my understanding is that he has a good network, also with a lot of like Southeast Asia as well.
Yeah, I mean the one of the founders, Manny Pacquiao.
Oh wow, what
Yeah.
founders like what or investors or what?
Oh, maybe you can just say investors and
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Wow, well, that's a big deal. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this. I think up until now, Oni-chan has just been doing like profile picture with no real like anything substance behind it. Um, and it's like okay, fine. I mean, Oni-chan is not like he doesn't have that devoted following that Ikehaya-san has. So like, it's like great, but the people don't go crazy for it. But if this is like a proper project with like collabs with the foreign market and building that out with their network, I mean, could be something cool to keep an eye on. So I do have whitelist for this, so I will almost
Man,
certainly. I'm pretty sure I will buy it. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah, my my community member told me last night, like
yeah.
they could just get the whitelist if you boost the server. So
Oh wow,
yeah, and
that was easy.
they just closed out the whitelist
Oh,
today. So like, I gotta do secondary.
okay. Yeah, like since I interviewed Oni-chan and then for the show and if you need one, and then afterwards he like, oh, do you want some whitelist for your listeners, and here's one for you too. It's like, oh sure, okay. He like I didn't ask him. He just surprised me. It's like, let's here's something for you. It's like, oh okay, thank you, Onicha.
He's nice.
Yeah, he is. He really is. I like him. All right, so yeah, that's basically this weekend. And then we saw a couple Japan related projects that are not from Japan but still interesting. I saw one for Tokidoki, which is a well known kind of Japan inspired brand. They're going to be putting out something in the near future. I don't know when, but that's pretty cool. I mean, I like Tokidoki. It's a cool brand. I hope it does well. It's cute stuff. Can't really say anything more than that, but would be nice to get in on that. And then you found one crypto called Momoguro.
Yeah, that's non-Japanese project though, I think.
Yeah, it's not Japanese, but I just thought it was interesting. Like, this is clearly a Japan-inspired name. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, what the theme, like, is it going to be kind of like cute characters or something? I don't know, but it's just very interesting that they use the Japanese name. So, but just to add some context, this is a project. Let me give it. I think it's Momoguro NFT is the Twitter handle, but it's a project by like I guess it's like a film studio or like a game studio. Film.
Yes.
They do films and games.
I think film for movies and stuff.
Yeah, and they're various. They've got a lot of connections in the industry. They've done some big name projects with some well known people, and apparently Disney is an investor. In the company, maybe not directly in the NFT project, but in the company itself. And we're not really clear on exactly what the goal is with this project, but it seems like they've got some very good connections, and I'm just curious about this whole Japan connection. If they're going to go with like this kind of cute character or something like that, cool Japanese aesthetic or something like that. If so, I mean that's interesting, but it's just something that Crypto told me about yesterday, so I just thought we'd mention it just in case anybody's curious. So that's MOMOGURO NFT on Twitter. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't know if you wanted to mention anything else coming up.
Not really. Just been building the new project.
Yeah. Deal chain. Yep. So we are almost at time, but I will just mention one update that's more of a personal thing for me. But if you've listened to the space before, you know that I've been working on this project called John Smith on Chain. And it's a Japanese project. It was a Japanese programmer artist that I found. He came to my spaces. We started talking, and I saw that he was doing this cool project completely on chain. I told him, like, look, I think you have something really special here. If you release this, probably not people aren't going to find out about it. So I want to help you. Let's do this together. He said, let's do it. And for like 2 months now, maybe even a little bit more, we've been working together on this. He's completely the artist, programmer, doing everything, but I've been handling the marketing, the English Twitter, and all that. Been going super well. But then, like, about 6 days ago, maybe 7 days ago, I lost touch with Chun, who is the programmer. Completely disappeared, stopped answering messages, DMs, and all that. Not a scam. He didn't take any money or anything like that. So, just want to be completely clear about that. There was no money to steal. We didn't sell anything. He just disappeared. Like, other people were DMing him. Nobody knew what happened to him. I announced this Sunday night, and we were all like super worried and looking up like news articles to see if like he got hit by a car or something. Like we were just really, really worried about him because Jun would not normally do this. Like we a lot of people have worked with him and know him in the space, and we were all just very, very concerned. Today I got a message from somebody claiming to be a lawyer. I am trusting them for the time being. It seems like they are actually a lawyer as far as I can tell. I'm just believing them for now. And it seems like Chun is currently in a situation where he cannot, contact me directly. He needs to sort some things out first. And it seems like it may be maybe into December, hopefully early December, where then I will be able to talk to him. But now, if this is all true, then it seems like Chun is safe. He's okay, but he's just currently in a situation where he can't, reach out at the moment. So I'm just waiting. I think this project is still very interesting, and I don't know all the details, so I'm not jumping to any conclusions with what happened to Chun. I'm still a little worried, but at least I know that he's not like dead in the street or something like that, right? Like I know at least he's okay. And we just need to wait for him to be able to, get in touch with us, and we'll figure out the rest from there. But I just tweeted about this in Japanese. I will be tweeting about this over on the John Smith account in English. I have all the whitelists. I'm not getting rid of them. I'm holding on to them. And then once I'm able to talk to Chun, we will have a more concrete update and a plan. If we move back the release date to somewhere in December or whatever, I will let everybody know. So just follow me, follow John Smith, John_Smith NFT if you are interested in the project and want to see where we go with this. The project was pretty much done. We were launching on Sunday. It was like 99% done probably. He had the contract, everything done. He was just adding a couple parts. So, this thing could launch, once Jun is back. Like it wouldn't take that much time, but we need Jun. He has everything. This is his project. I was only helping with the marketing side of things, so I can't launch anything without him. So, just want to let you guys know that, because I'm pretty sure some of you in the audience probably have whitelist and have been listening to me talk about it. So that is what's going on with that. It's been a crazy ass week for me. Like this guy just disappeared, and I was like, oh my god, I hope he's not like hurt or something. But at least I know he's okay. So there you go. Craziness, crazy.
I hope everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. So yeah, that's pretty much it for us. We should be able to do this next, hopefully Tuesday or maybe Monday. I don't know. Maybe wherever crypto is. I don't know. Changes from week to week. Are you still going to be in Japan probably next week?
I tried to, because I really gotta build this new project.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So of course you can follow Crypto at Kuri the Degen, and Crypto is one of the co-founders of Spam DAO, a Japanese alpha community. If you're curious about that, go check out his profile. And you can follow me at the Vega Tony. I do spaces like this one usually on Tuesdays, sometimes on Mondays, and then I do another space Saturday, 10 a.m. Japan time, where sometimes it goes bilingual, sometimes there's some Japanese, but we try to speak English in there, and just about general NFT stuff, some Japanese NFT market stuff as well. Quite a few Japanese NFT people, creators also come to that space, and sometimes they pop on and talk too. So good place to get to know people. Yeah, like this one is more of like a traditional show, so it's mostly me crypto talking, but the other one is more like a more space kind of place where people can come up and talk. So that's pretty much it for this week. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up, even though we changed the schedule. But next week, I will let you guys know when we're back. So yeah, keep an eye out for the tweet. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Thank you, Donnie. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.